mind? It was a briefcase, yes?
No.
It wasn't a briefcase. Oh,
It was straight in the bag.
we didn't get that.
It was in a safe, like the safe in the room,
Oh, okay.
in the bag.
Okay.
So the bag was put in the safe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so, how did you come about finding it? What exactly were you doing? And just give us a background story of what happened.
Okay, so part of my job description is to sometimes help the maintenance guys to fix safe in rooms that need to be carried out to the next guest. I actually work with the customer center in a restaurant, but that's part of my description was added. So I went to the room to fix this particular thing in the room, and I saw the money. Yeah, so that's basically how it happened.
So when you saw the money, what was the first thought? Because there are many Nigerians who are like, is she okay? Why would she see $70,000 and return it? So we would like to know what your first thought was when you opened the safe and opened that bag and saw it was that amount of money inside. Or did you know from first glance that it was $70,000?
No, I didn't even know how many wraps it was. I just took it the way I saw it and put it in my bag and called the office from the same room.
Okay. And it was the office that counted and confirmed?
It was when I got to the office, they counted and they saw how much it was. It was basically management, and then they just all of the money called and was giving his money. So when I first opened the safe, hello, are you there?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello?
Go ahead, Ngozi, we can hear you. Oh, man.
Hello?
Ngozi, can you hear me?
Hello?
All right, I think we'd have to try and call her back. We're having interference with the service provider this morning. Okay, about 3 minutes before we go on that commercial. So, quick question we're asking you on Facebook and would need you to respond to it. Should appreciating good deeds in society become a norm? Should it become a norm? Appreciating good deeds in society, should it become a norm? What's your thoughts and what do you think about it? Let us know what your view is on this. Should it become a norm to appreciate good deeds? Because there are a few people who think, well, when you pay for it or you appreciate a person because they did good, then you're taking away the essence of building a clear conscience and making people do it because of what they are going to get and not because their conscience is clear. So in this case, it might be you might have wanted to take the money, but then you think about the fact that, oh, they will still give me some of this if I return it, so let me return it and collect part of it, or collect some sort of, that concept is what a few people think. Whether you're sharing that thought, let us know on Facebook. All right, we have Ngozi back on the line. Ngozi, we have a very short commercial coming. We have a whole back at your end. I think you might have to change your environment or turn down the volume of your radio. So please, would encourage you.
I'm not listening to the radio. I'm on the road.
Oh, okay. All right. We're going for a very short. Okay, we're going for a very short commercial now. So hopefully, before we return, you might have been off the road or in somewhere more quiet, and that will be the next 4 minutes. So, all right, just stay on the line for us, or we'll call you back in a couple of minutes' time. Okay. Thank you very much. Well, get on Facebook and let us hear your comments. Get on WhatsApp, send in those messages 0809-030-6416. I mean, from the little we've gathered so far, she says she only went into the room to do her normal job according to her job description, opened the safe, saw the bag, opened the bag, saw money, didn't know how much, but just knew it was much. So she closed it and called the authorities and gave them the money, and it was the office that counted and said it was $70,000, and the owner had called the office that he was looking for that money and it was returned to him. We'll find out more when we return after the commercial. Stay tuned. Okay, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. We're streaming live, so you can watch us on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, all of those platforms, on Instagram and on Thread. It is Nigeria Info 92.3 _PH. Let's get back to my guest, Ngozi. Mary Kekwaru is on the line. Hello, Ngozi. Thank you for staying with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, sounds a lot better now. So you had given us background as to how you were able to, what happened and how you came to the knowledge of that money and what happened afterwards. So what many people were wondering was, after you had returned the money to the management, did you have any doubts on whether or not this money was going to get back to the rightful owner? Because there are some people who feel, I wouldn't return it to, because even when you return it, you're not sure that the person would get it back to who owns the money. Did any of these thoughts come to your mind?
No, not at all. I run my business after returning the money. So I didn't care whether the owner came back or not. But deep down in me, I knew the owner was going to come back. Nobody would leave that kind of money and not come back for it.
So why did you return it? Well, I'm asking because for some people, was it because of where you work, or because of your own personal convictions, or perhaps the way you were brought up, or certain moral values and standards that you have for yourself that made you say, no, this is returning this is the best thing to do?
Okay, first of all, because of the standards of myself, and then how I was brought up, and then being a Christian, I'm a member of Salvation Ministry, so being a Christian, listening to the Word of God, that's actually the right thing to do. It's actually a selfless act, and nobody should even think about taking what does not belong to you, especially when it's that volume.
And we also saw on social media that Davido wanted to get in touch with you. How did that happen?
Okay, after Mr. Peter Obi retweeted it, because some friends of mine in Lagos, they tagged him on the tweet and posted, and then he saw it. And we all know that Mr. Peter Obi is a man of integrity, the much that we know. So that's the kind of thing that he preaches. So when he saw it, he retweeted and he wrote some caption on it.
Okay, and that was how Davido got wind of the information?
Yeah, so after yes, so a blogger, Dami Adenuga in Lagos, he retweeted, and Davido saw it on his Twitter handle and said he was going to donate $10,000. So that was how Davido saw it and contacted me through his team.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Some people are saying, you are now like, at least you got something. It wasn't one of those good deeds that went without any reward attached to it. How does that make you feel? Because some people feel like good deeds do not deserve to be rewarded. It's just have a clear conscience and do a good thing. But the fact that you were rewarded for doing something good, how does that make you feel?
Okay, first of all, I'm proud of myself. And I feel that I did not disappoint my family, because they are all proud of me. Like yesterday, my local government, I was honored. I was given an ambassadorship position, and the building like ongoing. The chairman, Honorable Chidi Lloyd, actually said when he's done with the building, he's going to name it after me.
No.
So I feel like at all, and this is taking me very far, because I am certain, and I already know that some international community are reaching out to me. Some already did, so other ones, bigger ones, will reach out to me. Because in this world where integrity is lacking, they're actually looking for someone that they can trust, that has integrity, that no matter what situation they find themselves, they will know that there is this person that we trust, that may be handling our business, handling our properties or something. So I have no regrets doing this.
So what would you say to people who are currently saying, well, good deeds do not deserve to be, you don't need to pay someone or appreciate them because they did good? I mean, some people were even looking at whether the person who misplaced that money, whether did the person appreciate you after, he recovered his misplaced funds. Did that happen?
Yes, the person appreciated me.
So you're of the opinion that good deeds should be appreciated and people should,
Of course, good deeds should be appreciated to encourage others to do good. In this society where good morals are dead, yes, I think if we find people to keep their morals and can do good, they should be appreciated.
This overnight just puts you in the spotlight, and I mean, you've been on the lips of every mother and father and girl in Rivers State, in Nigeria in general. In fact, in different parts of the world, Nigerians across diaspora are talking about your good deed. What's next for you now? Are you going back to continue working at Echo Hotels, or are you planning on getting into something of your own to sensitize a lot of people on the need for integrity in society and holding on to high moral standards?
Okay, first of all, I don't intend to just brush away like I'm running away from a co-hotel that gave me the platform. You understand? I'll have some few months to still be there, probably 2 or 3, while I'm building up what I am building up. I intend to have like a foundation where I can create like a GoFundMe where I can generate funds to help the needy. My number one focus is to the rural areas where they have children that can't afford to go to school. The fact that they're in the rural area doesn't make them dummies. Sorry. They have so much potential there. They are wasting because they don't have the opportunity or the funds to go to school. So I think this platform that God has given to me is an opportunity to use to reach out to them. And I know that some well-meaning Nigerians will also support the movement that I will start up soon.
All right.
Because I'm already creating a website. And then, can I call Nigeria Info when I'm done with the website?
Yeah, of course, of course. We're very open. Nigeria Info, Wazobia Cool FM, very open to you. So whenever you're ready.
The official line. Is it the official line for Nigeria?
No. I think you already have my number, so you could just reach out and then we'll point you in the right direction. Secondly, you can also visit the office complex if you want, and you'll be directed to management, so that would not be a problem. Okay, so the whole idea is going to be a great one by God's grace. Oh, fantastic. I pray that it's going to reach out to so many people. All right. In the long run. And one more question before we let you go. We understand that quite busy. I also intend to further my education. Because I studied foreign languages and literature, where I majored in French. I intend to do international relations in my master's. So. Nice. Who knows? You do a good job, and you could be helping us mediate with what's happening in Niger now. Never could tell. Okay. But then quickly, you made mention of the church you attend, Salvation Ministries, and I mean it's a well-known Christian organization in the world. Have you reached your church, or has your church reached you? Have you had any conversations with the pastor Ibiomie or your parish pastor? What's the situation with that like? Yes, I've had conversations with Pastor Samson, Pastor Abie. Yes, and Papa, Pastor David Ibiomie. He actually made mention of the incident in church, trying to use it to encourage people to live a life of integrity and how he paid. So, yeah. And today I'll be going to church, testify on the altar. I've done a recorded video testimony. Yeah, they've reached out to me. I've reached out to them too. All right, thank you very much, Ngozi Mary. We wish you all the best here from Cool Wazobia Info. And we're looking forward to see you do greater things. Thank you. All right, have a great day. Oh, there you heard it. So now let's get to you. We open the phone lines and we get your thoughts. Do you share the opinion of many people who think when someone does a good deed, it shouldn't be normal to always appreciate them, especially monetary appreciation? What's your thoughts on it? Let us know. 0817 923 0007. 0817-923-0003. These are the numbers that you can call to get access to us to the studio and join the conversation. On Facebook Live, a couple of messages coming in. Please, I would encourage that we keep the messages on Facebook Live very short so we can attend to as much as possible. Divine Michael Agu says, rewarding good deeds must be a norm in society. The economic crisis has made a lot of people in Ngozi's shoes to go away with such amount of money. Bad government has messed things up in society, making people have low conscience or even no conscience in such situations. I wouldn't disagree too much with you, Divine. Hello, Nigeria Info. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You're welcome.
Yeah. My name is Toby Anderson. I'm calling from Ugeli, Delta State.
Oh, how's Ugeli this morning, Toby? Go on.
Well, bless her. I want to really commend my sister. That was a strong one she did. With the level of where we're going to Nigeria now, she has done something wonderful. I must commend her. It's not really easy. Out of 1 million Nigerians, you can hardly get 3 persons that will do what she did. Honestly, I commend her. But the first I saw it on Facebook, I thought it was a joke until things started unveiling itself. I want to say kudos to her, and like she said, I wish other Nigerians could emulate what she did. So it's a kudos, but it's a good one. Thanks to her.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. You know, this starts with you first being able to return 1,000 naira when you speak it on the floor or when you see it somewhere you know it doesn't belong to you. You know, it starts with being able to return 100 naira.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Nigeria Info.
My name is Blessed from Alo.
Hi, Blessed. Go ahead.
My brother in studio, you know, to be a very sincere person is very, very good. What this lady, Bini Ngozi, has made the River State proud. Because, see, let me tell you one thing. Whatever does not belong to you, you don't need to claim it. And the truth is there that she's a sincerity person, and that she has got the sincerity reward. So I'm appealing to state government to recognize her for this truth to something. And besides, many people wanted to do this. They did to the circumstance of their area. See, urban in a rural area, many people are not enlightened. Many people are not exposed. They wanted to do it. Many of them are jeopardized. So with this thing that this our sister did, because she's not doing it because of a state, she's doing it because of her reward and the day of accountability. Whatever you do today, tomorrow shall say. Because of good things she did, she has received good reward. She should continue and the people to emulate from her. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Let's get on to our next caller. Good morning, Nigeria Info. All right, your name, where you're calling from, and please turn down the volume of your radio. We can hear the whole back. It's not good.
Yeah, can you hear me clearly?
Clearly now. Go ahead.
Yeah, Obed Chima. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
All right, Chima.
Yes, Andrew, I think you asked a question that if good deeds should be rewarded. I think my answer is capital yes. You see, the society we are right now, society is now devoid of moral decadence. So I think if we reward good, we are encouraging people to be doing good. Of course, over the year, our reward system has been faulty because we always intend to reward bad deeds. People keep saying this person was a cause, and before you know, amnesty is given to them. And at the end of the day, the person finds himself in a political office or a traditional ruler. So that has been the narrative over the year. And I must commend the local government chairman to actually honoring her. I think the narrative is shift from rewarding evil deeds to good deeds so that people can be able to do good at every given time.
All right, thank you very much. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning.
Daniel.
All right, Daniel.
Yes, it is good. I commend the local government chairman or anybody that rewarded that lady. But they themselves in office, can they themselves look into, with integrity, reward those that are doing good? And let me ask, if one rigs election, will you reward that person because he rigged it for your own good? I stop here. Chike Daniel from Imogeto.
All right, Chike Daniel, I think you stole the words out of my mouth, because what I was about to say towards the end of the conversation would be what politicians can also learn from what this lady has done and how that can help our politics. So now that we have politicians, and I mean, it was a politician who first even posed, not the first to post, but I mean, brought the attention that it got. It was Peter Obi's involvement in it, presidential candidate of the Labour Party. Politicians involved in this, and you know how politicians, I mean, of course, things like this are fantastic. But is there something that politicians can learn from it as well, and not just what politicians can use this to teach other people who are their followers, but what they themselves who are in politics or in office or in government, what they can learn from what this young woman has displayed. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Andrew.
All right, go on. Your name, please, and where you're calling from.
My name is Ijema, calling from Ali.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to tell Sister Ngozi that we are proud of her. What she did is very good, and I know deep down in her mind she'll be very, very happy, and she'll be satisfied that she has done noble. And for the question we asked, that should good deeds be appreciated, the answer is yes. Because when someone committed a crime and that person is apprehended, so we will say that person should be prosecuted so that it will serve as deterrent to others. So when somebody do something good, that person should be appreciated so that others will want to do more.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Uzoma, thank you very much. Hello, Nigeria Info. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, my name is Susan. I'm calling from Erema community.
All right.
I really appreciate the young lady that returned that huge amount of money. Andrew, morality is actually a nature of man. Immorality also became another intrusion to what a nature of man is supposed to be. You remember in our communities, whenever we go to farm and you see animal, or somebody say animal fence, caught in animal fence, then you bring it home. The person whom you return the animal for will give you one. I don't know if that existed in your place.
Mm-hmm.
And also look at the story of the Good Samaritan, where people were passing, we are taught book of Bible story from primary school, where other people were passing, the man was beating us and all of that. And somebody rescued that man and helped him. So it has been the tradition, as far as the existence of man is concerned, to do that which is right, mostly in this case. Now, why it is more like we are contradicting this thing is because people were trained up, and society is the way it is today, that people believe that there should be an equality, a response to what is good and a response to what is good. So what this young lady has done, it is actually even a right or a choice for the person whom he has returned the money to actually favor her or not. To that extent, she might feel bad, or anybody could feel bad. But I believe that what anybody should do to encourage the society is to actually reward what is good. I read a book written by Professor Odai in the Development of Philosophy, Why Should a Man Be Moral? The church will teach you morality. The traditions in the community will also teach you morality. So morality is a way to go to make our society look a worthwhile. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right, we'll take some messages. One of our callers just raised up election purposes. So somebody wants people to rig the election for their political party to win. For the political party, winning is a good thing, but then rigging it is a bad thing. But when you rig it to win, it becomes a good thing, and then they would, compensate and, reward those people that were able to help the party win the election, whether by hook or by crook. That's integrity in question. So in that case, would politicians be honest enough to say, no, we cannot take something like this because it smacks of fraud? But this is very, I think, lesson. These are very important lessons that we should take down and look into ourselves and answer the questions rightly or wrongly. Also, it's important to know that I like what she said, that the moment she took out that money and returned it, she wasn't returning it because she was expecting that somebody would give her something. She just felt it was the right thing to do. This was not my money. This person must have forgotten it. Give it back to the owner. Whether he was going to give, I'm sure she did not know that day that after she returned that money, all of these things will happen. I'm sure she also did not know when she was coming to work that she was going to see money inside that place that she would need to return. So it just means, even if we want appreciation, what is important is just know what is the right thing to do and do it regardless. And for you, when something is done, you misplace something and somebody helps you, a simple thank you, if you don't have money to even compensate a person or say appreciation, a simple gratitude, thank you, with gratitude would go a long way to help. And it starts with returning that 15 naira that you picked up on the in church. When people were going home, or that 100 naira you saw in a taxi that somebody dropped while they were coming down of the taxi, and you say, "Oh, you dropped your money, take," and the person said, "Oh, thank you very much." You might have just saved somebody trekking. That's a lot of things. Ihioma Umodu says Ngozi was my classmate in Demonstration Secondary School in Delhi. Also her sister, as we came from the same community. Okay. I think I took this one. Rewarding good deeds must be a norm. And here says, though rewards can come in different forms, not necessarily in cash. Yeah, I was trying to highlight. Yes, rewarding good deeds should be a norm because it's not easy to return missing properties. This person says, also Francis says, in Enugu State, good morning, Ifemi and the guests. Rewarding good deeds supposed to be a norm because what is good for goods is good for Gandao. All right. Okay, Chuku Jesut Eze says society can only get better when gestures like this are appreciated. And I think the spotlight on appreciation is now even much more brighter because of the kind of society we are gradually turning into. I mean, I've said it. People do wrong things, oppress, intimidate, kill, and then tomorrow they say they were doing it because they were fighting for something, and then they are giving all sorts of whatever they are giving, sometimes positions. In political parties, I've given example, they get appointments after doing all that they did for whoever. And then when somebody does a good deed like this, the same people will come out and say, oh, it's good to be good. It's good to be. I think we need to stand in front of the mirror and look at ourselves. First, is look at yourself. Michael Jackson says, the man in the mirror. If you want to change the world, start with changing the man in the mirror. If you're able to do that, then one by one, we can begin to see society change. It is me and you that make up society. My name is Ifemi Andrew. Lovely Friday it is. Thank you guys very much. I'm tempted to take one more message. This Emoha lady deserves a national award from President Tinubu. That's the last message I want to take on WhatsApp. Okay, so Oracle Chinedu will be coming in, and Hello Port Harcourt would follow. Meanwhile, you can watch and listen to the whole conversation again on Facebook. You can listen to the whole interview and hear what the lady had to say. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH on Facebook, Nigeria Info PH on Twitter. Good morning. Enjoy your weekend.
Love watching your club